What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kev on stage. I want to chat with you real quick. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but I was on the road, and it really, is about the fact that most of the time, what really prevents us from achieving our dreams isn't other people, isn't our family, isn't haters, mythical haters. It's ourself, man. Most of the time, we can't get out of our own head. We are afraid of failure, or afraid of making missteps, or whatever the case is, and we can't get out of our own head. I was talking to a friend of mine. He was like, Kev, how do you make these shirts? How do you have man, I don't have no grand plan. I just be like, man, I should sell shirts, and I do it. Like the thought process from me to thinking about something to doing something is very quick. I mean, my wife, she's a researcher, and sometimes she researches herself right out of doing something because she's like, well, I got to do this, I got to get this prepared. I'm not saying you shouldn't research, but sometimes we research so much that we let the negatives and the consequences and the risk prevent us from doing something. The first clothing line I had only sold Dream Chaser shirts. I never sold one shirt. I paid like $150 for these Dream Chaser designs. I didn't sell one shirt. To date, I probably sold like 3. So I lost bad on that. I set up the whole store. This is before I even had Spreadshirt. And then I came across the Faith design, and the second time I was very successful. YouTube videos wasn't really successful at first, just doing it out of love, and then became successful. I had the idea to make a movie a couple years ago, and then I had a thought, and people didn't think it was going to work. And then like last week, I was like, I want to do this for real. And here's the finished script. Well, this is the first draft that I'm going to frame in my office, page 1, and it ended on page 62. It's considerably longer now, but I did it. And I like, it's just like when David fought Goliath, man. It was, you face giants in your life, and how do you defeat them? David used what he had, did what he could with what he had. Start where you are, use what you can, do what you can. And that's what David did, man. He, Saul tried to give him his armor. He was like, man, can't use this. And it was great because David was like, I fought bears, I fought lions when they try to, wolves, and they try to think those were the animals. They try to take my sheep. I can fight this giant. And that's kind of where I was. I've written YouTube videos, so I can read a book, on how to write a movie, and I can write when I've written movies before. But now it was taking a jump to actually making it. And I'm out of my comfort zone. I'll tell you right now, I'm overwhelmed with the fact that in less than 2 weeks, we went from $0 raised to almost 5,000. You guys have gave more than I have ever imagined. But just today, the DP, the director of photography, sent me a list of things to get, lighting equipment to look into researching. I went to this warehouse and I was just like, what is this stuff? I had no idea. I mean, I was so out of my element. She's asking me questions and I don't know. The editor, like, it's stuff I don't know. And there's a little bit of fear there because you're like, I know what I know and I know what I don't know, but I'm not letting this stop me. I don't know if we're going to raise, the amount of money that we need, but it's going to happen no matter how much money we make. I had a goal of selling 1,000 fatherhoods by June 1st. I don't think we're going to make that goal. We've sold a lot, we're at 822 left, but I don't think we're going to make the June 1st goal. But that doesn't, mean I failed as a person. It doesn't make me going to stop totally and completely. You just keep on pushing. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I just wanted to chat with you guys and say, get out of your own head. You want to do something, whatever it is, do it before you talk yourself out of it, because most of the time people don't do stuff because they are afraid. They'll blame everything else and everybody else. But the bottom line, when you lay your head at night and you stare at that ceiling, you need to know that if you failed, you failed with everything you got. And I always told myself, I can fail. I can fail. I can live with myself failing. I cannot live with myself not trying. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you're going to fail, fail trying, fail falling, fail going upward. Don't fail before you begin. It's your boy Kev on stage. See you tomorrow.
What's up, everybody? It's Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube page. Don't you be bitter. Just follow me on Twitter. What's up, everybody? It's Kev on stage. Go subscribe to my YouTube.